Hey guys, where has that guy been? Um, First of all, thanks to the over 200 subscribers that I have. That's a big number for me. I never thought the day would come. Appreciate everyone who does subscribe. Um, Ultimately, I'd like to reach 1,000, not so I can make a lot of money, but so that I could live stream some of my activations and antics. Um, Recently, I've had a computer crash that slowed me up, and then rebuilding the computer, dealing with the vulnerability of putting so much reliance in this machine. When I finally did rebuild it, I couldn't believe how thrown off I was by the fact that everything wasn't exactly where it was before. Um, Changing video software maybe from the Adobe to Final Cut, big learning curve there. So that was time trying to figure that out, and I'm still in the process of doing it. And then there's just general life in general, and I got to go out and do things with radio um, so that I can bring some of it back here and pretend I know something about it. So recently I've done a soda activation, and I've got a lot to tell you about that. But today's video is about my bag. Someone asked me, it wasn't my choice, but I do like to provide answers when they come. And so this is about the pack that I use when I play radio.
Thanks, guys, for dropping by to see what I am up to today. A couple of videos ago, someone asked me about my bag that I use, my pack, the system that I use to carry my radios, and I've got a couple different ones. Up until a couple of days ago, I had a favorite that I never strayed away from, and it was this Slingpack by 511. It's a 511 Moab 10, I think it's called. And it was, and it's still one of my favorites, but I'll tell you what, I won't ever take it on a long ruck, a long hike, or on another soda activation. Again, this is the Rush Moab 10, and there's no question that all the gear fits in this bag. Molly attachments allow for a nice first aid kit, flashlight, other gear, attachment points. I'm not going to bother reviewing this bag because there are other people that are far more eloquent than I that can tell you what this bag does. It's made out of very sturdy material, plenty of room in the admin pouch, recorder, small pad for small devices. In the last clip, I said small pad for small devices. I meant small solar panel for small devices. This is the Kicker 4, and it puts out about 5 volts to keep small battery banks like this charged up. Notepad, pens, etc. Connectors, throw line, and my HF kit. And then there's room to spare for more water. And trust me, there is a bladder compartment in the back. But that's not enough for some of these activations, as I found out this weekend. But there's plenty of room in here for everything you're going to need. And there's other pouches on the front of the bag. Load can be rigged to be slung over. Let me get it off here. Either shoulder by changing the position of the lower strap from either to the left to the right, and you can decide which shoulder you want it slung over. Problem is, the weight isn't carried evenly, and at some point you're gonna feel it, and I did. And when you're traversing, I was doing some rock climbing, the bag moves around with a mind of its own sometimes, but the bag has lots of nice features. Like, for instance, my Yaesu VX3 lives here. The antenna just strings out here, and as an everyday pack, carry pack, this bag has a lot of nice functions. If you want, it handles your First Amendment, put your radios in there, and your Second Amendment's rights as well. This bag is designed to deploy tactically. Now, I'm not here to discuss tactics and rights and whether it's smart to off-body carry. I'm just here to tell you this bag has this feature. My bag of choice now is another 511 bag. This is the Rush 12. This bag has many of the same admin features, pouches, pockets, places, even an off-body carry function. But it's got the added feature of hanging on the back evenly with two straps. More useful is this bag that hangs symmetrically in your back. Now it's a Moab 12, a Rush 12 that is, and it's got more room for all the gear to go into the bag. So the first aid kit comes off that bag, attached to the front here. These things are all interchangeable. Room over here for my RG318 cables. Another little emergency notepad. All your gear can fit on this. See, I even got a brie strung up here. And a water pouch with my fishing pole and a little stool that I picked up from REI.
So there you go, guys. Those are the two of the bags that I use. I still carry the Slingpack, but only from the truck to the job or from the truck to the park bench. Never on a long trek of any sort. Thank you very much once again to my subscribers. Please like and subscribe. I want to hit that 1,000 again, not to become rich, but so that I can live stream some of the things I get up to. You guys have a good evening. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.